show, everyone. It is absolutely beautiful out there right now, and I'm so excited about bringing on my first guest. As everyone know, I made it possible for you to talk about yourself on the show and talk about yourself. Who doesn't like talking about yourself? Didn't I say that before you came on? I have with me a listener that has never been on my show before. I have with me Anna Montini, and she is with Realty One Group. She calls herself Anna Montini, the Houdini of real estate. I love that. Welcome to the show. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do and what the areas that you work on and what makes you different.
Okay, well, I moved to Arizona from Sun City years ago, and I became a realtor because I had a bad experience on a for sale by owner. And I got hooked into a home that eventually, when I wanted to sell, didn't have clear title. I lost the home, I lost the money, all the improvements I had made, and that made me decide to become a realtor and help other people.
Wow. So that happened to you. That's terrible. So what you do is you want to have what happened to you not happen to anyone else.
Prevent it from happening to anybody else.
Sure. Now, you work in an area. What is that area?
I concentrate in the West Valley, normally all the retirement communities, El Mirage, Surprise, Glendale, Peoria, Avondale, those areas.
Okay, so those are the kind of areas that you work in. Right now, what we're going to do is we're going to open up the lines for everyone to call in. Everyone knows I love to do that. And she's offering for anyone who calls in and works with her in those areas that she works in, which is the West Valley, you're going to get a Starbucks card so she could talk to you about your options. Now, our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll-free it's 1-866-536-1100. When you work with a client, and I'm doing this off the cuff because I need you to relax, okay? So what I want to know is when you work with your clients, you got to get to know them. You got to know what they know. What is the first steps that happen when they're working with you?
Well, first of all, my purpose is to offer solutions, to offer guidance, and commitment and integrity. Those are my lines. Normally, I build relationships with all my clients.
And I got to ask you something. Why do you call yourself the Houdini of real estate?
Well, I perform miracles. Regardless of your credit score, I can also sell your house in a flash, and I have helped lots of people with or without money.
Our number here is 602-277-5369, and toll-free it's 1-866-536-1100. She wants to give you a Starbucks card to sit down and talk to you about how she can perform miracles to get you a house of your dream. You can also call her direct. Her number is 602-487-0015, and I'm going to keep the lines open here for everyone to call throughout the rest of the show. She works in the West Valley, and our number here, 602-277-5369. So tell us a little bit about your buyers and the sellers today. What about them? Who are they like?
Well, first of all, a lot of buyers do not realize that when they hire a professional to help them purchase a home, they don't have to pay anything. That's number one. And number two, they can breathe a lot easier if they have somebody to help them get along through the whole process. There are laws that keep changing constantly. Not only because they come up because of problems that happened in the past. Therefore, they make new laws all the time just to protect buyers and sellers from that happening again.
And you make sure that those things don't happen because you know what happened to you.
Definitely.
Right. And again, you make it magic for everybody is what you said.
That's correct.
And her phone number direct, you can call her. Her number is 602-487-0015. She works in the West Valley. We have our lines open here for everyone to call in for a Starbucks card because she wants to talk to you about your options. And the number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Let's talk about the people out there today that you want to tell them a little bit about the buyer out there.
Well, first of all, I do a lot of sales in the retirement communities in the West Valley, like Sun City West. I encourage anybody that wants to try a new way of life to get out there and look what it's like.
Tell us about it. Let's talk about it because everybody that's listening can hear it. Let's talk about the West Valley and what it's like.
All these young seniors who want a new lifestyle, they should come and visit either Sun City West, Sun City Grand, the West Valley in general. This is a retirement place where you can enjoy all the amenities plus affordable pricing. The golf courses, the lakes, the rec centers, It's a total new world out there. Really, I would recommend. Other people, if you have a little bit of money to invest, I suggest that you go and get something done today. Interest rates are wonderful right now, and prices have been steadily going up.
And you said that you can perform magic by anybody who would like to be able to buy a home, whether they have bad credit or what. What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, lowest credit scores in some cases can be about 620. Then we work with down payment assistance programs that help people buy with almost nothing. Not only that, but they help you with a down payment amount of money that sometimes offers very, very favorable terms, and sometimes you don't even have to repay, and sometimes there's almost no interest on it.
Well, everybody has a story out there.
Correct.
A lot of people have gone through different things in their lives, the different changes. Some people are now that listening. If you're listening to this, the West Valley is an awesome place to maybe make that change if you are becoming a new senior citizen. I'm a senior citizen. So
I'm a super senior citizen.
I superly am. Okay, but let's talk a little about how you can help them. Again, sort of what makes you different so that they can hear that about you. Because I think that's what people really want to know. I mean, why do I need a real estate agent, and what makes you different than anyone else?
Well, my question to you would be, why don't you need a real estate agent? That's number one. I mean, the process is very complicated. There's a lot of paperwork involved. You need to have some knowledge of the laws, the rules, not only the time periods. Everything has a deadline, inspections, termites, everything. And you have to know where to go in order to get a good loan. A good loan officer is hard to find.
Mm-hmm. And do you work with ones especially that you work with yourself, in coordination with somebody?
I have a fantastic team of loan officers that do all kinds of things for everybody. From the very new beginner, from the very new buyer to the very seasoned buyer.
And you, again, will perform magic. She calls herself Anna Montini. She's the Houdini of real estate. So she helps you if you've got a situation, if your credit score may not be to par, to where it needs to be. Some of the other things that you can do for people are what?
Investment properties. I would suggest if you already have your home, you're well settled, it's never too late to buy another home. It's your bankroll. It doesn't matter how good or bad the market is. You always have people that are looking to rent.
Right, and we do have a lot of investors that are listening. I'll tell you something, we'll be talking about money soon in the next segment, but it is one of the number one ways to make money, It's a good way, especially here in Arizona. Go ahead.
All you have to see is all the apartment properties that are springing up all over town. That means there's renters everywhere. Mm-hmm. So to have a second, third home, it's not a problem. You find tenants galore.
Well, she works in the West Valley, and she's offering for everyone to get a Starbucks card to sit down and talk to you about what your options are. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You can call her direct. It's 602-487-0015. What would be some of your final words? We're almost done.
My final words is, first of all, I can sell you a house in 4 languages. So if you don't speak English, you speak Italian, you speak Spanish, you speak Portuguese, I can help you with all those.
She's there, tells you she does it magically. She's Anna Montini, and she's the Houdini of real estate. You can call her direct. Her number is 602-487-0015. She works in the West Valley. Our lines are open here, and everyone who's calling in is getting entered. Well, she's going to give them a Starbucks card because she wants to sit and talk to you about what your options are. So I'm going to let you call throughout the rest of the show for this. Our number here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Call her direct at 602-487-0015. And no matter what languages, she's at least 4 of them that she can sell you a house in. Again, that's 602-487-0015.